Because it's Pride Month, I wanted to make a rainbow cake, but because of Maria, that's no longer the plan. I'm making it sound like her gluten intolerance is the bane of my existence, but it is not. We just gave up after the first 3 stores we tried were sold out. So we're not baking today, but I do have a special guest. Hi everyone! Eliza is back in the state of California for a short while. Mainly for press. Hey, can we use the couch? I've now completely forgotten what queer questions. You are so right. In honor of Pride Month, I invited Eliza over so we could take turns asking each other about our experiences as queer individuals. Obviously, our queer journeys differ, so let's reintroduce ourselves. I'm Eliza, I use she, her pronouns, and I am bisexual, but more importantly, I am transgender. I'm Kat, obviously I'm a lesbian, as I introduced my videos like that for like a solid 3 years maybe, and I use she, her, and recently they, them pronouns. You grew up in Scotland, which recently passed the gender recognition reform. Could you explain that? Absolutely. In short, they changed the age at which you can get a gender recognition certificate, as well as completely took away the need for medical diagnosis and proof an individual has lived for 2 years in their presenting gender. But you transitioned way before this was passed. Yeah, I started transitioning when I was 18, which is wild, especially as I lived in LA for like 2 years. I literally went to my uni lectures in bandage wraps from FFS. So you got facial feminization surgery in LA. Yeah, I'd been saving up money from the 2 jobs I worked while studying there. My first public post on socials was when I had finally healed and felt like myself. Alright then, let me ask you this. When did you know you were a lesbian? Funnily enough, when I began vlogging, my intro was the way it was because I was trying to get used to the word. I'd always grown up hearing lesbian being used as a dirty term, but it really isn't. It's such a beautiful word. It's literally taken from the Isle of Lesbos, where Sappho is from. Which is why a handful of lesbians sometimes use the word sapphic as well. And lesbian doesn't necessarily mean woman-loving woman, as a lot of non-binary people identify as lesbians too. Labels are flexible, and even then, not everybody needs a label. You technically still haven't answered my question, we got so carried away. Oh, I came out to my parents in 2015 with rainbow pancakes. I misremembered this Mind Your Own My Life I did once. Don't refer to that video if you ever write my Wikipedia page. I did kind of have my gay revelation in a stereotypical way. We had a substitute teacher in English class who had the short haircut, which was dyed green, and whenever she helped me with my work, I would get all flushed since she was so close. I was 14, and this probably freshly graduated English teacher at my middle school was the reason I thought I was different. But you grew up in San Francisco, arguably the gayest city in the US. I think us and New York. They have Broadway gays, and we have stoner gays. And how did you find out you were bisexual? Actually, only after I transitioned. Oh, damn. I think moving to LA changed my standards a lot. I mean, a lot of the men in my classes were assholes. I think we're far enough into the video where I don't need to bleep that. Yeah, I did date men, but girls, they said I was a better lover than anyone else they'd been with. And now you're happily married. Yeah, to Ronnie, who cares for me so much. He's really protective of me. Do you think you and Maria would get married? I think as teens, we really wanted to. Gay marriage was legalized in California almost 10 years ago now. But because Maria has Crohn's, which isn't something we talk about a lot online, marriage is a more difficult conversation. As a disabled adult, there still are marriage penalties. I'll probably link an article about this somewhere below this video, as I'm not exactly the person to explain the matter. Do you still not fantasize about it? I mean, yeah, Maria and I have a collaborative Pinterest board about it. That's so cute. Also, I'm actually super excited for August. I'm gonna be bridesmaid for my friend Hope's wedding. Oh yeah, you're coming to England in August. Yep, we have flights booked in late July. Well, I hope that you come visit myself and fucking doy I will. Oh my god, this has been going on for a while. Thanks so much for joining me for the Pride vlog. It's my pleasure. Well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.